for a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. To the air, Allen. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
To throw, it's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
And he's got room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy.
61 yards.
And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Allen now looks to throw. Incomplete, right side to Cook. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this throw will be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
But they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
And he's taken down. A cheap sack.
George Karlaftis
Able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Inside the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they run a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, Iketina, Orange, Richard
A toss to Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Allen going to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And here's Brad Robbins now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn that field and gain any yardage.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
There's Pacheco headed right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Mahomes now to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And Xavier Worthy.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Swinging this out right here for Cook.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there. The Bills have a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
From midfield, here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And that went into the hands of Brown downfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I should practice out of head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
And they'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport skate. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Oh, it's a wobbler here.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
319.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, home. That's him.
Now Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard
The
line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
9 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Back to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. Shakir hauls it in.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
I see through your eyes. I still enjoy the show.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw, it's Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
56, 56.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Alert.
Now Allen. They shakes it off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Here's Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
George Karlaftis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. Shedding the tackle. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
16-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Gregory Rousseau.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The kick by Bass is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
This take it in at the goal line. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bills 10. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he will take it on in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco,
29 yards.
and the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bills 10. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
George Karlaftis
Getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
319.
Now Allen, got to have this one. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Yellow.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.